Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness, the Mage venue, and we find ourselves this fine morning, whatever it is, doesn't really matter. With Lena, who is waking up. Um, emo, yes, you're emo. Sorry. uh, she gets up. Um, this is not where she basically fell asleep. Um, she's a little confusing at first, but you know, soon as she's fully awake, realizes that she is in her bedroom and is also extremely hungry. So she's gonna head straight for the kitchen, opening the door, and almost stumbles over a probably by now cold container of chicken noodle soup and a Ziploc bag of French bread. Um, Lena at this point really doesn't care that it's cold. Um, so she is just gonna, open the container, take the bread, dip it in the soup, and walking to the kitchen. Um, she is basically devouring, like literally devouring this bread. It's probably gone by the time she reaches the kitchen. And she walks in there, grabs, doesn't even grab a spoon, but she will look for like a container of milk. We'll put it on the table. Goes to sit on the table, grabs the container of noodle soup, and just starts slurping it. Yeah. Next up.
I mean, I don't think we can top that. I think we can have a scene there.
Very well. Thank you, players, for playing.
As I'm just, I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna say that Claudia is in the corner of the kitchen, just eating a sandwich and just looking at that spectacle of noise and and noise. You're hungry today.
God, yes. I swear I could eat a whole pig.
She will put, she will put a plate just in front of her that has one of the last sandwich that she has, and she's like, "Yes, let's put this between me and the person that more or less humorically said she would eat a person."
And it's just a weird dream I had. It's really weird. I wouldn't eat like a human. I
Weird
just dreamt I
dream
was a
as
rat eating a human. It's really
okay,
weird.
okay, okay.
Right?
I'm I'm just I'm just gonna make a theoretical assessment that considering your connection to rats, um is there a tiny chance that it you know, it might be real?
As far as I know, have not turned in a giant rat in my sleep and have not eaten human. No. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I don't know though. Like, I was dreaming this
Mm,
as
so
she
the
goes to take the
spirit.
sandwich after the noodle soup is gone and stuffs it in her mouth as well. Oh, it feels like I haven't eaten for a week.
Hmm. Okay, well that says a lot. I guess I guess it must be spiritus, one of the spiritus aspect of your magic.
Yeah, I suppose.
Have you regained your connection to Red, by the way?
I never lost it.
Okay, no, because last time he said, since you don't give me people to eat, then I'm taking away your car.
Uh, did he? I mean, I've been offering it garbage every day.
Mm,
He did say that was fine.
okay. Okay, okay. Then I uh, should probably sleep more. So, how have your? I guess there's no way of saying it otherwise. How have your magic studies went?
Good morning,
um,
everyone. As
Amen.
Eamon enters,
hey, Eamon.
how's it going, guys?
Uh,
Eamon,
yes.
Eamon, Eamon basically like gets in and prepares a rich breakfast that he takes out of kitchen, richer than usual, richer than his old breakfasts, and he is
Hmm.
wearing a pajamas.
So, Amen, did you made a dream about turning into a dragon and eating humans?
No, that is not my usual dream.
Okay. No, I just needed to make sure because you're the second person in this room to make a rich breakfast, a very big one. I'm just wondering what you guys did to become so hungry.
Well, normally we should be less hungry, but how are you? Does your chest hurts?
No, no, not at all. I feel fine.
He nods. But I am hungry because I don't know. Just started to eat more than usual these days.
Mm.
Are you gonna eat all of that?
I'm gonna probably eat some of it and then probably give less of it to Mackie, the Sil's rat, and Mr. Grumpy.
That's a mouse, not a rat.
It's the same thing.
Significantly not.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, that's the case.
Rats are infinitely better.
Eamon just pours a milk to a plate and then puts the plate on the ground so his cat can drink. But he sits and starts putting an egg to his mouth. You guys, and then he says, "Like you guys are talking about magic, go continue. Don't make my presence disturb your."
I was just asking Lena how she felt regarding her magical studies and if she made any breakthrough.
Lena will just take the other egg from Eamon's plate. says, "Well, I did do my first talking with spirits yesterday. Um, it didn't kill us all."
Mm, good.
Yeah, yeah, pretty good. Um, I did made a boo boo though. Hmm.
You made a
So
boo boo.
yeah, asked me to be his herald, and I said yes. And then after I said yes, Jack explained that that meant that he would be my totem, and I can't do that because, like, I guess that makes me Rat's herald. So apparently, you can't be herald of two spirits at once, which I can sort of get. Like, that's like belonging to two families or whatever. So when he explained that, I said something like basically no, but a little bit less polite. And then he got really mad, and uh, I had to give something to make him not mad anymore, and that I guess went well. She kind of glances over at Eamon because she doesn't really have a recollection of it.
It did. I fixed the scars and pain.
She looks down at her chest and says, yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Normally, those scars would heal in many, many months.
Uh, Lena will, by this time, she'll put the egg in her mouth and say, oh, well, thank you.
Huh?
I shall. One moment. Yeah, thanks.
I couldn't
Okay,
help it.
well, I guess that means that you've learned you've learned that telling a spirit to fuck off is not necessarily the best course of action.
Well, I said fuck no, not fuck off. But yeah. I Claudia, you're patient, right?
It has been known as one of my qualities? Question
Can you
mark?
teach me that?
Oh boy.
What?
Uh okay, how far are you willing to go regarding
Um,
patience?
I need to learn not to jump too quickly. I don't have another heart to give to appease a spirit, you know?
Hmm. She she thinks for a bit. Well, have I have something that can teach you patience.
Okay.
Basically, it's something that my mentor taught me to learn patience. Basically, it's um, it's about making an alchemy formula without it exploding into your face. It works extremely well.
Okay. I don't know anything about alchemy.
It doesn't matter. It's not about knowing. It's about being patient enough to not rush it and make
God.
it just explode to your face, which will you know leave a mark. You'll have probably some. Last time I remember, it was purple on all over your face, and it might sting. It might stink a bit, depending on which ingredient you use.
Oh God, I really don't want to do this, but
I mean, that's one option. The other option would be cooking, because you need to have some degree of patience regarding it. But I, I guess that depending on how quick you want to go through it, because a few explosions generally followed by a long hour of showering to make the color go away, and the smell. That tends to be extremely efficient.
you know what? I don't have the time to do the cooking thing. I'll do the explosion thing.
And she, she she's going to shake to shake her head slightly, as she will raise a finger and take an old raspy voice. Already you have made one mistake and chosen the fast pass. Uh, well, okay, okay. I'll get some. I'll get some things, and she's just she's gonna get up and go to her room.
Oh boy. Delia looks at Eamon and is just gonna, take some bread from his plate. So, uh, thanks for yesterday.
No problem.
Cool.
It is sad what happened, but hopefully we will find a way to fix it.
No, this is just. I don't think this should be fixed. I don't know, but Jack said that yesterday, right?
It's not Jack's decision. It's not Jack's body, it's yours.
But it's a spirit deal.
Who gives a fuck about what the spirit wants?
Um, me?
Why? Obviously, he's gonna
'Cause
know. He's not watching you all the time.
how do you know that?
Then we would have
Yeah.
learned that the spirit is here. Things they don't. They're not all knowing. They're not gods. This is why this is a bad idea. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
To make deals with spirits.
No, it's a good idea to make deals with spirits. Obviously, he doesn't complete a sentence. Oh, we'll see.
So, yeah, whatever. Like, we'll see what's gonna happen. For now, it doesn't feel any different. And I guess I have you to thank for that as well, so.
No, there's no need for tanks. I am just mad that the situation got derailed to this.
I mean, Uh, yeah, totes.
He nods and drinks his orange juice.
Lena will grab the container of milk and just puts it to her mouth.
Oh,
What the fuck, Claudia?
well, you know, I just want to take my precautions.
Is that for your
For the test.
assets? And Claudia, you know it doesn't happen overnight. She has to prove it to herself. You can't teach her patience.
Well, otherwise it can be for my own amusement.
He shrugs.
I'll be fine. Like, you know, I can do this.
I think your eyebrow suits you.
As she takes off, as she takes off the she takes off the mask. So, depending on what you want, I would suggest to do it outside, as I don't think others would
Mhm.
forgive you and forgive me by extension to uh, decorate the kitchen. So, so here are the ingredients. As
Uh-huh.
she passed some lavender, some transparent liquid, and a vial that has translucent green, almost radioactive looking. So, and here is for you, as she hands a piece of paper. It's the recipe, and you see basically that the recipe is like, so take take one third of component A, drop it drop it like this, then pour pour above pour above a flame for 30 minutes, then repeat process. And basically what you want is to have something akin to water. So you have to go through it until it becomes as clear as water. And if if you're too fast, especially on this part, as she points she points to the part where it says, sip for 30 minutes. So the thing is, if you let it sip by itself, it's gonna explode. If you shake it too fast, as she leaves a pause. Come on, you know the answer.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
It's gonna explode.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Kaboom.
Yes. So also, and uh, she will hand you another vial. That's not that's not for the recipe. It's for the smell. Because if you
I'm just
fail,
gonna
you're
roll.
gonna need it.
I'm just gonna roll like
Okay.
a perception alchemy to see like if she makes a mistake, Eamon is just gonna like stop it.
When you say she makes a mistake, who are you talking about?
Not you. That's you. He's just watching very closely.
I mean, Opal is
I mean,
indeed not Opal. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, different character. Lena, I got too many like short names. This is annoying. Lena is not gonna do it here in the kitchen, of course. She would take it outside.
yes, experimenting, first step of the alchemist. So yeah, I mean by looking, you can see that yeah, it's basically a standard. It's what she has given Lena is basically a mix between a stink bomb and a painting pretty much.
He is just watching.
So you guys are following outside, or?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, she is falling out.
Oh God. Okay. In that case, Lena will look at the other two. It's like, you're totally gonna expect this to blow, right?
No, absolutely not.
Thanks, Claudia. Thanks. I'll
I mean,
show you.
technically, as long as you follow the recipe, nothing bad should happen.
I can follow a recipe. So yeah, Lena will start. Let me see. How often do you want me to roll my impatience flaw? Like every 5 minutes, which would mean six
Good,
times.
good. Um, I mean, yeah, as you want, because the pouring is not necessarily the hard part.
No, but the big, like
It's
you said,
really
half an
yeah,
hour. Yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah.
it's a very long process.
uh, I'm just gonna stick with like 6 times rolling with increased
Yeah.
difficulty. um, and it is
I
willpower.
mean, as much
Is it?
as much as as we find it hilarious, you don't necessarily need to high up the death.
I mean, I believe that kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, that would depending on how good you are with your dexterity roll.
Right, right. That might be best to roll that first. Uh,
I
so
mean, that
what would be, because
completely.
obviously I don't
Mm.
have something like chemistry. So what would be a? I have actually a dotted science. Ooh,
Well, you could use your dot in science, as in like
yeah.
currently it's basically a chemistry experiment. Like it doesn't have anything uh, mystical in nature.
No. See if we don't immediately fuck. No, we don't immediately fuck this up. Okay. So first step, the simple thing
Hmm.
accomplished. So now the long
Yep.
wait.
Now the long wait.
uh, so what would be a good base difficulty to start this on for the
I mean,
for
for
the
the
willpower,
patient flaw,
for the
technically it's the
impatience
standard
flaw?
diff. I
Yeah.
mean, technically standard diff.
Let's start at diff 6. I am fine for the first 5 minutes. So, Lena just starts stirring and then slowly doing what the recipe says. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Right, so you see now the crystals are forming, and that's basically what you want to keep from, gathering into uh, too many, too many of them, and it goes sploosh.
Okay, okay. See, I'm totally fine. She says it's 10 minutes past and she'll roll again. And oh boy, yep, here we go. It's a fail. It's not a botch. So it's a fail. Would you allow me? I gotta look at both of you guys for this. Would you allow me to roll like another dex science, maybe at a higher diff, to see if she can when her impatience starts to get the better of her, whether she can rectify it last minute?
I mean, obviously, I want this thing to explode,
Obviously,
but
it will
I don't
explode.
see.
We all know this.
But, but, but yeah, you can try to not to not make it explode.
Mm, then I will increase the difficulty of that one as well. Because let's see, we've rolled twice. We're doing willpower, so that's gonna be. I'm gonna say diff 7 as well. Letting it level up with the same rate as the impatience flaw. Yes. It starts bubbling in a way that the smell starts to increase. Starts to see those purple fumes coming, and she just kind of stops for a moment, lets it settle. It's like, I can do this. I can do this. I can fucking do this. We're going in for the 15 minutes. Oh boy. Gonna go at this 8 now.
You merely adopted the alchemy. I was born in it.
Hey, so far I'm doing fine. Ooh. And as they're reaching the 20 minutes, and you can see that Lena, although she's pretending to be fine, she is not fine. She is not fine with this. This is annoying. This is extremely annoying. Like, she is biting her lip to, kind of keep herself from uh, going faster than the recipe requires. She is probably one hand is kind of clutching into a fist, um, and or she's snapping her fingers. You can tell that this is getting to her. Oh wow! Okay, no, the insta botch. Oh wow! So
So
20 minutes in.
close,
Yeah, I mean no.
yet
Because
so
this is
far.
only she had to do this 3 times, so yeah, no, 20 minutes in, Lena's just at some point you can just hear her grind her teeth. It's like, oh my god, this is and as she does the oh my god, she just kind of shakes the vial, not really meaning to, but just out of frustration, and it explodes in her face.
So yeah, it you see that your hand and most certainly your face is now purple, and it stink. It's not uh it's not the Pew level of stink, but
Hmm.
it's a pretty nice garbage bouquet.
I mean, that I'm gonna say is not necessarily a problem for Lena.
Yeah, yeah. Even if yeah, it it has a good vibe.
Fuck.
Eyebrows are gone, and it points to her eyebrows. They're like a mirror in his hand.
Lena will look at herself and says, "They're not gone, but fuck, S- th- I look like a grape." She's
Kind of.
completely purple.
So yeah, I would advise you to you can take the oil and mix it with uh, your soap, and it should get the work done after 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
I told you it was an exercise in patience in
Oi.
all its horrible aspect.
Uh, I
Mostly
need to
it's to
rethink this
get
impatience learning.
yes, cooking lesson was the best choice. I learned it the hard way.
Fine, I'll go and take a shower now.
The, the Claudia will take away the mask. She's like, oof, oof. Yeah, it's still a stinker. The she will nudge Eamon. So, how are you doing?
I am quite fine. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I enjoyed sharing the sadistic nature of my master with someone else. I now understand. I now understand how it feels to have someone who you teach, or at least just a small aspect of it. Most definitely.
Once the order gets to its mind and finally accepts you, it probably will give you someone to, teach.
Yeah, yeah, most certainly. Most certainly, I need to. I've been slacking. I've been slacking with my conceptions. Strangely enough, giving you all the time that you need is kind of a double-edged sword.
It is.
Because it's never as perfect as you want. So you start back, do it again, and after that, it's been a while. It's been a while, and you haven't really made any progress. So I think I'm rather going to go with simple and efficient.
What did they
With
ask?
mm, well, they ask for Perry app. Uh, this one I am more or less have the gist of it, so I should start on the conception. Uh, Second one is actually just a piece of art. Like it's just make make a furniture, make something, which I guess shows that they have deep roots with the guilds of old, where to get accepted, you had to make uh, a mastery of show, a show of mastery of some
Hmm.
sort, and and the last one is a a single use magic item. So I've been working on theories as to which would be more interesting and efficient, but I guess at this point I need to simply choose one and stick with it and not second guess.
I hope it's going to be done as soon as possible. Every day that the order goes without you, it's missing something.
So I guess that they stopped being rule stickler and made you enter.
I am still learning, and basically, I am a member, but it's for a time. I am entering the order. I am a member, but I am a probationary member.
Ah,
Once I choose my house,
mhm.
I think it will be done. I have to have a talk with the Quesitory.
Mm.
They're going to gather after some time, it seems.
Mm. Yeah, we should achieve we should achieve this, and then start we can start to work on the second part, which is going to be the most tedious and the most the hardest, but you know that's that's what the order is known for, always taking the harder road.
Yesterday we met the spirit. It was a cannibal spirit, as far as I understand. It was just coming out of a corpse.
Ah,
Lena dissuspected the spirit. By the way, Lena is gone, right? Oh, see. Saskia?
Yep. Yep. Sorry. Yes, she's gone.
Okay, okay.
She's showering.
The It seems Jack and Lena was talking, and then Lena made a mistake, and the spirit asked for Lena's heart, demanded Lena's heart.
did she met a Wendigo or something?
I don't know. But I was there when they took her heart and mixed it with a basically a heart that looks like trash made by trash pieces.
Okay.
Well, I thought we lost her, but it worked. It worked, and she is alive. I fixed her scars. I think I'm only gonna say this to you and to you only, and I am just gonna say it to be so it is actually said out loud. So much for begging to spirits.
Well, I mean, she looks back to the house. I mean, we already had that conversation, honestly. And as uh as much as I've made a few looks into books, and yes, I more or less understand that there's a protocol, there is power to be gained. Uh, I don't trust spirits. They are, well, I'm not going to deny that they have a spiritual importance and that they can most certainly give you all the things that you need. But uh, I don't know. I prefer that the people that I'm forced into service are humans with human agendas.
That's what the order does. It takes them in our concept, not theirs. We see them as peers. Some uses them, and I just saw what begging does. When you treat a thing like it's a god, it'll act like a god. It won't act like a peer.
Hmm.
Kind of want to bring this up to Jack, but I don't think it's gonna be helpful.
Well, I think in this, instance, I think the only thing that we can provide is assistance to them when they make the wrong step. But from the few interactions that Jax had with spirits and the relationship that the Order of Hermes has with them, is that we don't really understand how it works. So, outside of advising caution, I don't believe that we're going to be listened.
I think Order does know how it works. It's just they don't serve.
Mm.
They basically deal with them in a way that it's I give you this, you give me this. It's quite straightforward. You don't.
Well, let's be honest, Eamon. When we tell someone, "Give me this, I give you this," in terms of spirits, I feel it's more common to say that outside of perhaps more, how should I say, Kavadi inclined hermetics, I believe it probably is more realistic to say that we also have a gun in our hand saying that, if you don't accept the deal, I can always shoot you. Which makes sense because it's the assessment of power over the entity. But I can understand why, uh, people would argue that it's friendlier to make buddy buddy with them, as opposed to saying, well, I could also, destroy you or do other things if you don't do what I want, because I'm the master in this relationship.
What's going to happen when you do something that you think it's right? And Spirit just says, well, give me your heart then.
Well, as she puts a hand on Eamon's heart and say, well, that's generally the part where you don't give your heart and you either submit them to your will or you take the other road. And we all know where the other road leads. It leads to House Flambeau knocking on your door, with House Quisitus calling you a heretic. So I guess that's the moment where we realize maybe I shouldn't have made a deal with that heart eater.
I think making it deals with evil spirits isn't heresy. Making deals with demons. I don't think the term heresy does apply here.
Well, I think we should go with forbidden. It's very straightforward.
Yeah, some things are forbidden for a reason, and you're right.
Mm.
But you are going to be involving your magic in the matter, right?
Just to be sure, Mush, you said magic in matter or in the matter as in...
You're gonna evolve your magic in matter sphere.
Yes, I'm more comfortable with the concrete aspect of reality. I am not a spiritual person.
When I go with the life sphere,
Hmm.
maybe we can heal her.
It's worth a try. But if if a deal has been made, I guess we'll have to deal with the spiritual aspect of it. We can heal physically, but I guess this is the moment where we have to we have to acknowledge that in this spiritual matter, in this gentry, the Kavadi holds supreme.
The spirit asks for her heart. Her heart is given. We just turn the other heart into a normal heart. No one
Hmm.
thought, no one stated that that can't be done.
Hmm.
She's
Oh
not gonna
yeah.
piss the
Mhm.
spirit because she just turned the heart she has into something new
Hmm.
that was never discussed.
Hmm. Well, I agree, but I would tend to classify spirit as genies. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have loopholes or weird taboo things saying, "Oh, you give me your heart, you can have a heart." But yeah, it's something we can work on.
Also, I refuse the idea of someone running supreme. I thought this was a coalition. If
Well,
someone wishes to be supreme, it should be us. Because there's two member of Order of Hermes here, with Kenneth maybe even three. I only see one
it's a
Kaladi.
it's a figure of speech, Eamon.
I don't hold it against him. I was mad yesterday when this first happened. I just want to fix her damn heart. We don't know is it gonna like fucking stop working, but 2 days later. But yeah,
All right, come on, let's go. Let's go inside and you know we can talk over the logistic of such an endeavor.
I think we should not go inside and we should go to my mansion and talk logistics there, where I will give you the best coffee you ever drank for a long time.
Sure. Sure, I'll take you on that.
Should we wait for Lena?
As
Or she wants.
she's gonna look at her watch. As well, we have approximately half an hour until the smell goes away and the taint. So I guess you can finish your we can finish your breakfast and then
That is quite true.
we can go.
Eamon goes back to the kitchen and finishes his breakfast.
And
At
you
some
know
point when you're inside, you will hear Lena curse. You will literally hear it from the. It's like she's upstairs. You will hear it downstairs. Fucking hell! It's still not gone.
as yeah, Claudia will just drink will just drink her tea as she thinks. Thankfully, I did not told her that technically, that technically she can just use cold water
You're
to
rude.
erase it. Hmm?
You're rude. Just saying.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The taint would only go away for uh well, with hot water 45 minutes, cold water 35. I don't think 10 minutes is going to be that terrible. As she sips, as the the cursing goes up again. I guess. And I think we can call it a scene,
Totally.
unless we have other discoveries regarding Lena's cussing.
Nope. The cursing will continue. So thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And we'll see you again on Living World of Darkness, the Mage menu. Bye-bye.